If you ever feel like you're manipulating the club, like your face is open and you're blocking shots to the right, or it's slamming shut and you're snap hooking shots to the left, it feels like your hands and arms are trying to manipulate and save the shot. I'm going to teach you how to hit with momentum so that you can easily hit the ball straight day in and day out. And better than that, I'm even going to give you a surefire way to, when things get off track, to get them right back on track so you can be laser straight on a regular basis. Let's go and get started. All right, so let's go over what causes a ball to curve too much right to left or too much left to right. And one of the things that I really want to hit on here is, every single day you come out, it's going to be a little bit different. You're going to be overdrawing it. You're going to be overfading it. Every single day when I come out, I have something that's kind of my bias. So let me go ahead and hit a shot here, and let's see what my bias is today. So I haven't made a single swing yet today. This is going to be my first run, and let's see what this ball wants to do. All right, so there we go. So that ball started a little bit to the left. It wasn't bad, a nice cut. It would be in the fairway, but a little bit overcut. Obviously, I haven't loosened up here today. So if I want to straighten that out, I need to make a few simple adjustments more toward the draw side to get things back on track and get that shot straightened out. Well, like I said, I can't be manipulating it with my hands. I have to use the momentum of the club. There's two things that are involved with momentum. Number one, I need to get my body aligned in a way that I can swing a little bit more to the right to promote more of a draw type pattern since I'm overcutting it today. And I need to get the momentum of this club releasing the club face. So today, what feels straight to me is a little too much to the left and the face being a little too open as I'm coming through, not releasing and turning on over as I'm coming through. So a couple easy tips to get it more that way. When I set up to this golf ball, I want to go ahead and line up a little bit more to the right. Just a few degrees is fine. The biggest one here is I want to put my body in a position where it's going to promote that inside out path without me having to manipulate it. So I'm going to feel like my head is more behind the golf ball. And then here's a big one. I'm going to feel like my hips bump forward and close at the same time. So if I'm fading it too much, typically my body gets too far up and down and my hips get open like this. I want to feel like my hips are bumped in front, and if I was looking at my belt buckle here, now it's going to be pointed behind the golf ball. So as I set up, I'm putting my body in a position to where now, as I swing what feels straight, I'm coming a bit more inside out. That's going to put my path a little bit more to the right, which is going to get my momentum of my club releasing a little bit better. And then I also need to get this face releasing a little bit better. The way that I like to think about that is I want to make some little mini half practice swings, and I want to pause when my club is parallel to the ground in the fall through. Now, if I'm doing this right, and I'm letting that club go ahead and release on over, I should see the toe starting to point down to the ground there. Now, if you do that and it feels like everything, no matter what you do, that face wants to stay open, I just want to feel like my hands release a little bit early. Here's the way I'd imagine that. If you're turning a doorknob, let's imagine I'm turning a doorknob to the left with either hand. I want to start that release pattern earlier if I'm fading too much, and I want to feel more severe when I'm fading too much. So if you're fading, it's kind of like the hands are staying open like this. I want to start earlier in my downswing, getting those hands to roll, and I want to get them more exaggerated if they don't feel like they want to roll very much. So those two things together will get me more of a draw. I want to tilt my hips forward and angle my belt buckle back here a little bit. That's going to get me swinging more inside out without having to change a bunch of things in my swing. Number two, I'm going to feel like the momentum of the club, just like I'm turning those doorknobs, is going to the left. Now the face is down toward the ground. Let's go ahead and give that a whirl, and let's see if it straightens out the pattern that I have today on my first swing. There we go, and that was a nice draw, almost dead straight. So I did the right amount. Now, what if you don't do the right amount? What if it still is fading on you? All you do is kick it up a little bit more. I'm going to feel like I'm swinging more toward my golf bag. Again, I'm feeling like I'm putting my body in a position where that's easy by tilting it back, closing everything off a little bit more. And if my face stays open, all I would do is start to roll the wrist earlier and release the toe on more over like that. You notice if I really exaggerate that and I get the toe way over, my forearms are already touching here. So that's completely fine as a feeling, an exaggeration, if you just can't get that ball to curve from right to left. Now it's easy if you start to overhook it, then all you do is go a little bit more the other way. Open up your stance a little bit, get your body a little bit more vertical. You may be getting too much this way, so you want to get a little bit more vertical, and then feel like the momentum of the club is staying a bit more open this way. So it's always tweaking it. You'll never get, no matter how good you get. The other day I went out, first few shots, I was fading them, over fading them. I set on the range, got my momentum working correctly, got those nice draws in there, and shot under par for the day and hit it great. So you're never gonna get to where you just show up to the course and the ball's flying perfect every time. If you do that, if you rely on that, you're only gonna play really good golf maybe 10% of the time. Now, there's another trick here that can be really helpful. I'm gonna take some foot spray powder. This is some Dr. Scholl's Odorex foot spray powder. I'm gonna spray it on the club face here, and it's gonna show me where I'm hitting on this club face. So you can see it's a nice white coating on there. Now, when I fade the ball too much, I'll tend to hit more toward the heel. Even if you swing dead straight, if you hit it toward the heel, it's gonna fade 10 yards, something like that. Anywhere between, just slightly on the hill, it may fade 5 yards. Really well on the hill, it may fade 15 yards or more. Same thing on the toe. I can swing dead straight. If I hit it on the toe, it's gonna promote a draw. So when I'm hitting a little bit too much of a fade, I wanna make sure I make contact more to the toe side. An easy way to get you to do this without having to feel like you change much is to put a tee just outside the golf ball that I now want to miss. I'm gonna put it a little bit tighter than that. So I'm gonna feel like I want to hit this golf ball without clipping that tee outside of it. So naturally I'll start to get my driver more in and hit a little bit more off the toe when that's happening, and that's gonna promote a bit more of a draw pattern. There you go, nice straight shot. Not much curve on that. And we'll see it slightly toe side, which is promoting a bit of a draw. So I know that ball should have drawn a little bit since it went fairly straight. I just need to feel the momentum going out and rolling over a bit more. Just do the exact opposite when you get too much on the toe side. I can put that tee to the inside, try to miss that tee, and that's gonna get me naturally hitting it more toward the heel, which will promote a fade. Now, most players don't tend to overdraw the ball, so a little bit goes a long way. You'll easily be able to hit off the heel. You'll easily be able to feel like you swing the left and keep that face more open. It's the draws we got to typically do a little bit more work on. Now, there's one more piece of this that I haven't gone over. I talked about the momentum of the club squaring on up. So I talked about this face releasing, but most players tend to do that the wrong way. They tend to release the lag to start casting this club early, and as the face turns on over, they get a little flippy or a little scoopy through contact. You'll notice that when I turn the face over, I didn't flip my wrist like this. I had a lot of lag, and I was able to go ahead and get that club to release, still keeping this left wrist nice and flat or even a little bit bowed. Now, that's in a particular way that you square the hands. You can square the hands the right way, the ways that the pros do it, or you can square it the way that I see most everybody else do it. So I'm gonna go over in a little drill here. I'm gonna talk about how to cover the wrist properly, how to cover the golf ball, how to get those hands to release the pro way, and I have a very intuitive drill called the tennis racket drill that's gonna allow you to do that. I'll play a preview of that video here in a second. Once you get that wrist move down, now that's when that ball is easily gonna start to turn over from right to left. It'll really be very simple to make sure that you never get any of those weak left to right kind of floating up in the air shots. So I'll play a preview of that video here in a second. All you need to do is go ahead and click the card that pops up on your screen. If you don't see the card, don't worry. Go ahead and click the link down below this video in the description, and you'll get instant access to that tennis racket drill. I'll see you there. Good player problems. We're going to talk about shallowing that club shaft out as we're starting down, as we're doing this rotating of the face that we worked on in the last video. As we start this downswing, what you'll see with basically all of the top players is instead of coming kind of over the top and letting the hands come out away from their body, letting the club come out away from their body, again coming down steep into the ball and then having to open up, kind of fillet open the face and add loft to it, the flattening of the shaft should happen as soon as we start down. So as we start this downswing, what we want to have happening here, you can imagine that if I draw a line from the hosel my club up through my right elbow. That's my swing plane line, my elbow plane. As I go to the top of the swing, I'm going to be slightly above that. And then as I start down, I want my hands to start to shallow out. I want the club to shallow out inside of this elbow plane. And at the same time, I'm going to be